What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. As always, we're here to break down all things Dallas Cowboys, keeping you informed, entertained, and ready for every twist and turn in this wild season. Today, we're tackling two major storylines: head coach Mike McCarthy's uncertain future and Dak Prescott's road to recovery. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything happening with America's team. Let's get into it. It's no secret, this has been one of the most challenging seasons in recent Cowboys history. After starting 3-2, the team suffered a 5-game losing streak, dropping to 3-7 and leaving fans wondering if the season was over. Injuries have taken a toll, with quarterback Dak Prescott undergoing season-ending hamstring surgery and other key players missing significant time. But amidst the struggles, the team has shown resilience. Back-to-back wins against the Washington Commanders and New York Giants have brought a glimmer of hope. At 5-7, the playoffs remain a long shot, but the fight in this team is undeniable. This season has tested us, but we'll come out stronger on the other side. These experiences make us better coaches and players. While the team fights to keep its slim playoff hopes alive, the spotlight has shifted to McCarthy's future with the Cowboys. His 5-year contract expires at the end of this season, and speculation about his replacement is already heating up. McCarthy's tenure in Dallas has been a mixed bag. On one hand, he's led the Cowboys to 3 consecutive 12-5 seasons before this year. On the other, his playoff record is just 1-3, with disappointing losses to the Packers and 49ers in recent years. According to ESPN insiders Dan Graziano and Jeremy Fowler, the Cowboys are already eyeing potential replacements if McCarthy doesn't return. 1. Kellen Moore, the Eagles' offensive coordinator and a former Cowboys OC. Moore has turned Philadelphia into an offensive powerhouse, leading the league in rushing yards per game, 188.9, and ranking 7th in points per game, 26.7. His familiarity with the Cowboys roster makes him a natural contender. 2. Liam Cohen, Tampa Bay's offensive coordinator. Despite dealing with injuries to key players, Cohen has helped the Buccaneers rank 5th in points per game, 27.9. 3. Drew Petzing, Arizona's offensive coordinator. The Cardinals have quietly become one of the league's best rushing teams, ranking 6th in rushing yards per game, 141.4. With such intriguing options available, the Cowboys front office may already be planning for a future without McCarthy. One of the biggest stories this season has been Dak Prescott's injury. The star quarterback underwent season-ending hamstring surgery after being injured in Week 9 against the Falcons. While his absence has been a blow to the team, Prescott is optimistic about his recovery. "My plan is to start OTAs with no restrictions, full go," Prescott told CBS Sports. "I'm doing everything I can to come back as the best quarterback and leader for this team." Prescott's injury came during an up-and-down season. After signing a massive contract extension that made him the NFL's highest-paid player, his performances were inconsistent. He completed 64.7% of his passes for 1,978 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions, far from his best numbers. Still, Prescott remains confident in his ability to bounce back and lead the Cowboys next season. 2024 has been one of the toughest years of my career, but I'm counting my blessings. I'm focused on being the best version of myself for this team and my family. Despite the speculation surrounding McCarthy's future, Prescott has made it clear where he stands. "I believe in him wholeheartedly. He deserves another contract and a chance to coach this team on his terms." Prescott's support for McCarthy highlights the bond between the two and the respect McCarthy has earned in the locker room. However, whether that's enough to secure him a new deal remains to be seen. The remainder of the season will be critical for determining McCarthy's fate. While making the playoffs is unlikely, Dallas has just a 1.8% chance, according to simulations. Finishing strong could shift the narrative. Remaining schedule: Week 14 versus Bengals. A struggling Cincinnati team offers an opportunity for another win. Week 15 at Buccaneers. Tampa Bay's injuries make this a winnable game. Week 16 at Eagles. A rematch against Philadelphia will be the toughest challenge. Week 17 versus Panthers. A rebuilding Carolina team should be manageable. Week 18 versus Bills. Buffalo's playoff hopes could make this a high-stakes game for both teams. A strong finish could provide momentum heading into the offseason and give McCarthy a stronger case for a contract extension. This season has been a roller coaster, but one thing is clear: the Cowboys aren't giving up. Sitting at 5-7, Dallas has had its fair share of challenges, from injuries to inconsistent performances. But this team is still fighting to finish strong and keep its slim playoff hopes alive. Head coach Mike McCarthy and the squad are determined to improve and deliver results for their fans. As McCarthy said in a recent press conference, "Every experience, every challenge, makes us better. We're growing as a team, and that's all you can ask for." Here's a fun fact. 3 of the Cowboys' 5 wins this season have come in primetime games. They've thrived under the bright lights, beating the New York Giants twice, including Thanksgiving Day, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. When the Cowboys take on the Bengals at AT&T Stadium on Monday Night Football, they'll be sporting their fan-favorite Arctic white uniforms. These all-white jerseys, helmets, and pants have a special place in Cowboys lore. The last time they wore these icy threads was during their Week 4 win over the Giants in prime time. "There's just something about those Arctic whites," said cornerback Jordan Lewis. "They make us feel unstoppable." The Monday night matchup will also feature a unique broadcast twist, a Simpsons-themed presentation on Disney+, adding some fun and flair to the evening. The Cowboys are heading into a favorable stretch of their schedule. Their next 3 opponents, Cincinnati Bengals 4-8, Carolina Panthers 3-9, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-6, all have non-winning records. This presents a golden opportunity for Dallas to rack up wins and keep their faint playoff hopes alive. Owner Jerry Jones has made it clear that he's expecting a strong finish. "If we can string together a few wins, we'll be in a much better position. This team has the talent, and now it's about executing." The upcoming matchup against the Bengals isn't just another game, it's a chance for Dallas to continue building momentum. After 2 straight wins, including a Thanksgiving Day victory over the Giants, the Cowboys are starting to find their rhythm. Quarterback Cooper Rush has stepped up in Dak Prescott's absence, delivering efficient performances in the past 2 games. Meanwhile, running back Rico Dowdle had a breakout game on Thanksgiving, rushing for a career-high 112 yards and a touchdown. "This team is finding its groove," said defensive tackle Osa Odigizua. "When all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams, are clicking, we're tough to beat." The Bengals, on the other hand, have struggled this season despite boasting a talented offense led by quarterback Joe Burrow. Their defense has been inconsistent, which could open the door for the Cowboys to capitalize. Fans love the Arctic white uniforms, and for good reason, they seem to bring good fortune. The Cowboys are undefeated in these jerseys this season, and the players feed off the energy they bring. The Arctic whites symbolize more than just a uniform. They represent a clean slate and a chance to make a statement under the bright lights of prime time. A win against the Bengals would push Dallas to 6-7 and keep their playoff hopes alive. The NFC is competitive this year, but a strong finish could potentially sneak them into the postseason. Remaining schedule. Week 15 at Panthers. A rebuilding Carolina team offers another winnable game. Week 16 versus Buccaneers. Tampa Bay has been inconsistent, giving Dallas a fighting chance. Week 17 at Eagles. This will be the toughest test, as Philadelphia remains a powerhouse in the NFC. Week 18 versus Bills. Depending on Buffalo's playoff status, this could be a high-stakes finale. Fan expectations and hopes. Cowboys Nation, this season hasn't been easy, but there's still reason to believe. The team is showing heart, resilience, and a commitment to improvement. Whether or not the playoffs are in reach, these final games are about building for the future and restoring pride in the star. Now it's your turn, Cowboys fans. What do you think about the future of the team? 1. Should Mike McCarthy get another contract, or is it time for a new head coach? 2. Which of the rumored candidates excites you the most? 3. What are your expectations for the rest of the season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The 2024 season has tested the Cowboys like never before. From injuries to playoff uncertainty, the team has faced obstacle after obstacle. But with Dak Prescott's determination to return stronger and a roster full of talent, there's hope for the future, whether that includes Mike McCarthy or someone new at the helm. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on America's team. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Until next time, go Cowboys!